Yeah.
Okay, it's right between 1.64 and 1.65, correct? 0.05 is right between these two pieces.
Oh, we're trying to find 0.05.
What were you looking up?
0.90.
Oh, yeah, if you're doing that, you would have to look up from here to here is 0.95, right? So you can either look up 0.95 or 0.05, right, because it's the left.
Wait, you said you could look up both?
They give you the same answer.
Oh. Okay.
0.05 is the left tail. If you're going to try to find the other one, from here to here is 0.95, correct? From here to here is 0.05. Does that make sense? For him? Brad? Yes? Okay, any questions on this? No questions? And what do we conclude? Vivian, what do you think you're going to conclude? You reject, because 2.79 is bigger than 1.64, so it's in the area of rejection. Right, 2.79 is over here. Right?
Because, wait, 2.79 is greater than 1.64?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Okay. Now, what happens if instead of having a Z, I had a T? Now, what's the critical value? I don't have a Z, I have a T. What's the critical value? So what do you need to know before you can answer that question? N. So let's say N is 25. Good question. So you're looking around page 608. That's where the tables are in the back. Or you have your handy dandy table that I gave you. So we have how many degrees of freedom? 24. So you go down 24 over 0.05, and what is the critical value? Perfect. 1.711 and minus 1.711. Right? Any questions on that? Yes.
Guess we look at a different table. To show. So we do the same thing but with a different table? Alright.
Well, generally, if your sample size is that large,
What is the degree?
It's pretty much
N minus
normal.
1?
Yeah, that's like a bit degree for you.
So if your sample
And
is
then-
100,
Follow that.
then most people don't use that.
Okay, so we got 24, and then point
Is
oh
it,
five,
you know,
and that's
right. So if you have huge samples, the T is mainly for long, small samples. So actually, if it is over 30, most people
Yeah.
use the concentration.
No, I don't know.
Oh. Yes.
Any questions? No? All right, yes.
Do we get one piece of paper for the test? Cheat
One
sheet?
piece of paper front and back. So
Okay.
that's almost like two, right?
Yeah. You-
Okay, any questions on this or your quiz that you got handed back? 'Cause-
I'm sorry,
Yes.
on the first one, before you changed the Z to T,
Uh-huh.
the 164, 165, what did you do exactly, how did you know which one to use?
Okay, so it was 1.645 We don't subtract anything for critical value. Okay?
Oh, okay, you just decided to do it with alpha.
It's not bigger than alpha. You compare it to the t, or the z. Critical value is always compared to the test statistic. Parameter.
So, if the T is bigger, you always reject it, correct?
Right.
And if it's, okay, so that's,
If the t is bigger and it's a right tail test, you reject it. If the t is smaller and it's a left tail test, you reject it. So you reject if the t is in the critical area.
And you would say there is enough evidence to conclude that, evidence equal, or no? Not equal to
Right? If you reject it, you would say there's not enough evidence there. If you reject it, you would say there is enough evidence to say the mean is not equal to 15. So what's your question? Your question.
kind of like thinking through what you just said.
Okay, so look at the blue chart in your book. Do you have a book?
Yes, I do.
So look on page 361. Page 361 at the bottom. Okay, it says the bottom rejection rule for the critical value. If it's a left tail test, you're going to reject if the z from your test statistic is less than the critical value z. If it's a right tail test, you're going to reject if the z is greater than the critical value z. If it's a two-tailed test, you can reject on either side. Okay? So if you draw the picture of where your critical values are, you're going to reject if it's bigger or smaller. So if I had a minus 1.8, I would reject. If I had a positive 1.8, I would reject. If it was somewhere between these two, this is my non-rejection area and I can't reject. Okay? So there's three of those little blue charts, one for z, one for t, and one for the proportion z. So you might want to put those on your formula sheet. Okay? I'm going to go over there's some theory questions, multiple choice questions that are going to be on the quiz, on the test. So sometimes people ace the problems and miss all the theory stuff. Some people get all the theory stuff and ace the problems. So we're going to talk about
did
it.
we reject
so you all
this?
know.
Is it 50-50, like it's worth?
No, there's
So are we
definitely tons
rejecting
more
this?
problems than there are the theory stuff.
Since the critical value did not turn out to be exactly that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Did we
so
reject
random
this?
numbers. So the first thing on here, do you guys remember how to do the random numbers?
Did we reject that one?
Random numbers. So for example, if I said there are 30
You reject
stocks
'cause it didn't
that
equal
make up
alpha?
the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right?
Did not equal alpha, so
There's
we
30
reject it.
stocks that make up the
Okay,
Dow
thanks.
Jones Industrial Average. And I want to select a sample, of 6. And then I say start at row 14. So if in your textbook, page 260, you've got 269,
2 digits, you go every 2 digits. If that number is less than 30, you accept it. If it's more than 30, you ignore it.
Okay, so we're gonna separate all this row of numbers into groups of 2,
That's because it's number 30.
because 30 has 2 digits. Okay, so 30 has 2 digits. So I'm separating this row into groups by 2, 1 for each digit, right? So what's my first number I'm going to pick? So 6. I can't do 42 because 42 is greater than 30, right? 62 is greater than 30. 47, 71, 49, 93, 50. Oh wow. The next one would be 1. Then I'd have 11 and 8 and 26. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 24, right? Right? Okay. So what if, instead of this number being 24, what if it was 26? We have 06, we have 01, we have 11, we have 8, we have 26, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one was 26. Would it be included in our group? Okay. So I'm going along, I'm picking my numbers. This isn't a 24, this is a 26. Right? So it's less than 30. Do I put it down here? No, because I already have a 26. Okay, so I can't use that one. I would have to go and pick 21. Okay? You cannot use the same number twice. Right? You cannot use the same number twice. Right? So the hard part, the reason people normally miss this on the test, is they don't know how to separate the list of numbers. So they just look at it in blank, right? So if the number was, instead of 30, if it was 300, how would I separate my numbers? Digits of 3, okay? So separated in digits of 3. So that's the first one. Random number, you had a couple ones on your homework. You can look at that. So the next one, point estimation. Know which symbols are estimation symbols and which ones are parameters and how to calculate them. So, yes?
For the random numbers, if they exceed past that row, you
Can you just go to the next row? Okay, just keep going to the next row.
What was the rule again for the column going down?
Okay, you could, if it says, I could have said instead of start at row 14, I could have said start at column 3. And that's
So if it
what's
was
here.
30, you still break it into five numbers into 2s.
You would, yeah, so if you had 7, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, it would have to say, pick the last 2 numbers, or it would have to tell you more information than just row. Okay, you could say pick the last 2 numbers or something. Yes.
So how can we find all the numbers that were lower than 30?